Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today we have Shelke's banner is live, Shelke, however you want to pronounce it. She seems like a very kind of unique character, which makes me kind of want to pull for her, but at the same time, I've been hearing about these force weapons on JP, and it's making me kind of want to hoard resources. I'm only at 250k gems. I'm for sure not touching this thing with gems, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my free summon, and then I might start by saying I'm going to do a 13 ticket challenge, and then if I'm feeling like I want to summon more, but I really have to, this month, there isn't a ton of craziness that I feel like I must have. I kind of want Oron, I kind of want Garnet, I have no interest in Lon and Rain, but they're 2-week synergy, so I might ticket their LD, but I don't have a ton of tickets, so that's kind of the conundrum for me, but this month is a very skippable month for me, so I gotta try to take it easy while I can, right? So let's do the free ticket and see what happens. Probably nothing, right? Okay, figures. We got a nice ball from Waka there. Okay, so what are my tickets looking at? 215. Alright, let's start with a 13 ticket challenge and just see what happens. And then I'm thinking I might let myself go down to 150. I can't go crazy here, guys. I just can't. I can't, because I could very easily burn all 200 of this and just have nothing, right? It's very reasonable to not expect an LD with only 200. So let's start with the third. We'll do singles here. We'll take it easy. Let's do 13 ticket challenge. So here's ticket 1. Nothing. Okay. And I've gotten very lucky on 13 ticket challenges, by the way. I've gotten some insanity. So we'll see what happens. Here's ticket 2. I think I've gotten a burst on one of these before. I think that's how I got Cloud of Darkness, actually. Okay. Here's number 3. I don't care. I'm losing the skill. Whatever. Okay. And let's go with number 4. By the way, I just finished the Lufenia. Honestly, to me, it's like a BS Lufenia. An absolute BS Lufenia. The one where you pretty much, the stupid ghost that disappears and hides. That thing was such garbage because, the whole idea is you don't want it to take turns so that it hides again. But then it had, a stupid requirement that requires him to take turns. So then they're basically asking you to keep it paralyzed. So, everyone and their mother had to run Agrius on this thing. There are other options, but, I was just talking to, my brother about this, and it's I don't mind the content being hard, right? It definitely needs to be hard to be Lufenia Plus. I just hate when it's so restrictive that there's literally, it requires, a very limited pool of characters to beat it. I don't like that. Quistis, it literally required Quistis or Cloud of Darkness. Without them, with neither of them as a unit or friend unit, it's, virtually impossible, right? I feel like this one, without Agrius, not impossible, but, way ridiculously harder without Agrius. You could run other paralyzers, Ash is pretty decent here, but then it's you're also fighting the management of the paralyzes, because Ash herself can't keep it up fast enough. Agrius is good because she's got really good auras. She has the Faded Molly Confusion and on-demand paralyze, and then the random paralyze chance. So Agrius was enough to keep it up. I did a run where I was going to do Ash and Agrius, and it was fantastic. I could keep my paralyzes up, just fine, but the auras weren't good enough, so then my team wasn't doing damage. So it's oh my gosh, let me have a little creativity here. And it was nope, you have to run, it's I don't know, I'm guessing most of the teams were Agrius, and then a DPS Ace, and then a massive support Bartz or Eastola, right? That's pretty much what 90% of the teams probably were. And I'm someone that I have a full-time job, I'm playing multiple games, whatever. I did that run way more. By the way, I think this is maybe my 13th or maybe one more. I'm gonna go down to 150, but I might do it on singles just to drag it out. But I'm someone that I'm not one of these crazy challenge run people. I want to do the run once. I like to get it done, and I like to move on. I'm not someone that likes to replay the Lufenias, try out different characters, things like that, right? For those of you that this is your only game and you have a lot of more free time, that's totally fine, because that's what you would do at the game, right? So Dokkan for me is probably my main game that I play. And yeah, I love doing challenge runs. I love taking characters into events I've already beaten and like trying them out. Like that's what I do in Dokkan, right? So for those of you where this is like your Dokkan, where like you like to do that, that's great. So when they're that difficult, I literally had to play that thing like probably 10-15 times. It was so frustrating. I finally got it done, got it recorded. It's on my channel, but it to me, in my personal opinion, now you might have your own opinion, but this has been the hardest overall fight I've ever done in DFFOO. Like it was quite ridiculous. Okay, I shouldn't say that. There was one other one that annoyed me just as bad. I don't remember the name of it or what it was, but you guys will probably know what I'm talking about that played. But it was the one with those two like humanoid giant characters, and they hit you with that debuff where they auto counter you. It was the stupidest garbage ever. God, I don't remember like who. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But it's those big like cavemen behemoth guys, and they did that stupid thing that just they auto countered everything you did, and it was like the dumbest garbage. That one was another one I got very frustrated with. Yeah. But anyways, enough of my complaining, right? All right. So I said I was going to go down to 150. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to single down to 190, and then I'll do multis down to 150, and we'll make it a little bit quicker. Have I even gotten a gold? I was kind of just talking through all that. I'm pretty sure I haven't even gotten like a 5-star anything. I just recorded a humongous, crazy shaft on Dokkan Battle on some summons. So I have a feeling that shaft is just going to carry over to this. Not that I expect anything. I'm doing such a limited amount of tickets. I'm really not expecting anything. Hey, there's a 5-star. And you know what? In today's game, guys, we value the power stones. Those of you not familiar, JP's getting force weapons. And basically, like, to max limit break them, you have to use power stones just like we do for normal weapons. But they use, like, I don't know the name of it. We'll just call it super ultra mega power stones, right? And you can basically purchase those with normal power stones, but whatever the exchange rate is, in order to get enough super mega power stones, you have to trade in 240 power stones, which is an insane amount. So basically what I think DFFOO's doing, we're going to go to multis right now. I think, you know, they're realizing there are some veteran players like myself that are just have a ton of these resources with nothing to use them on. They're basically making it so that it's a way to drain those resources out. So like, I have about 500 power stones right now. That's gonna only let me MLB 2 force weapons and then I'm out, right? And then I think they're adding on where it's gonna use, I think you have to, like, to do the character board for it, it's like 15,000 extra points. Now I heard them say 15,000. And I don't know if they're saying 15,000 total for everything on a character, or if it's an additional 15,000 for the force weapon. Somebody can let me know in the comments if you know. But it's costing you more character points because it's another weapon that goes on the character's board, right? So I think what they're trying to do is they want to take these veteran players, these hoarders that have a ton of gems and tickets. They want them to summon for dupes of the force weapons because it's going to be easier to max limit break them than giving up a huge amount of power stones. And they really want to drain our resources because we've been basically coasting free to play on this game for the longest time. Like I said, it's literally like 4 years I have never had to like buy gems on here to summon on stuff because you could just save. So I'm really trying to save. All right, last multi on Shelke. I feel like nothing. Okay. Out of all the stuff I just did, I finally get a gold orb. So maybe this will be eventful. We'll end on a bang here. We'll see what happens. And I do have, so if I get Shelke LD, I have tokens that I can token all of her rest of her kit. So if I do get the LD, I will build her. I would take a BT here as well, although I don't have Vayne's LD and I don't know that I'm going to summon for it. Oh, Shelke EX, okay, sure. And okay, I just got a bunch of weapons for her. But not enough to, yeah, and I'm telling you guys, I gotta stop here. So all those summons finally got a weapon for her. I mean, I'll take the EX, it'll be fun. You know, I'll try out the Lufenia Plus and everything. My guess is she's not going to be needed for it. And I'm just going to try to get by without summoning much this month, guys. So anyways, let me know what you think of like force weapons, all this new stuff coming out. Let me know if you summoned for Shelke, how you did. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all in the next one.